Hey, let me talk to y'all for a second. I'm sitting here working on my brother's bike, putting a carburetor on. As we're sitting here working on this, we were talking, and I wanted to talk to y'all about an organization that means it's dear to my heart. This organization is based on recovery. They go in, they help bikers who are going through recovery, addicts and alcoholics, to stay off of alcohol or substances, any type of substance abuse. The founder's name is Jeff Stoltz. This is him right here, and this is his book, Hope Dealer. He's got a bunch of quotes that when he founded this, he was an addict himself. One of his quotes that means a lot to me was when he sat there and said, I was a hopeless dope addict, but now Jesus has transformed me into a dopeless hope addict. See, Jeff's entire basis is a recovery group that heals through Jesus. See, Jeff was an addict himself at one point, as I was too. And one of the hardest things about getting sober is staying sober and being around people who will help you remain sober. Organizations like this are hard to find. A lot of these guys that actually do get sober end up falling back into it because they have no one who supports them and loves on them and keeps them from falling back into that lifestyle. It's a hard lifestyle to get out of. Reminds me of a quote it's a Bible verse that Jeff's got written down in here, and it's John 8:36. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. When God sets you free of alcohol and drugs and substances, you are free. But staying free is the hard part. How do you stay free? Well, Jeff and a few others have teamed up with recovery groups like Celebrate Recovery. And they go in and they give these guys who ride motorcycles and are trying to stay sober a home, a brotherhood, a family that helps them every single day stay sober. This support system is extremely important because this is how guys actually do stay sober. And they do all this with a Christian background. They use Christ to help these guys stay sober. This is a ministry. It's 100% a ministry. But it's also a recovery group. It's also a motorcycle club. It's 3 in 1. Now, I've met Jeff personally, and he's a great guy. And I've met some of his other guys that have gone through his program, like Tony Crash, and I met Taz out of Pennsylvania. I think he was in Pennsylvania. If I got that wrong, man, you can hit me back later. So they're national. They're all over. If you're having problems or you know someone who's having issues with substance abuse and they're in a recovery, but they don't know what they're going to do after that, and they like riding motorcycles, get them in touch with Broken Chains. Tell them you heard about this and this might help them out, because having a brother that sits there and says, hey, you can call on when you're weak, that's the world. That's the whole world. That's the difference between someone falling back into drugs and alcohol and staying out of it. Jesus heals all, and love heals everything. When these guys actually have someone that loves on them and supports them, being sober is a lot easier. See, I have my brother that's over here. He helped me when I went through it. If I didn't have him there, I would be in trouble too. So finding this organization like Broken Chains means a lot. Now, you can find them at brokenchains.com. You can find them on Facebook through Broken Chains or through Jeff Stoltz, or probably 3 or 4 other half dozen guys that got their own YouTube channels and social media now. Jeff said one more thing that I want to put out there. He says the real ministry is at the gas pumps and in the restaurants and the convenience stores. See, a lot of times we want to go only to the church to minister, or to a revival, or to somewhere that's set. Broken Chains goes out and ministers everywhere and anywhere to anyone. Not only are they in the recovery groups, but they're also on the streets. And they're ministering to addicts who haven't found recovery yet. Look them up. And if you can, help them out. They're a great program, and they have saved so many from falling back into addiction. And they work hard every single day to keep more out through the power of Jesus and through the love of Christ. Y'all have a blessed day.